Hi guys, Spartan765, and today I'm doing a review on a little unique pocket pistol that I picked up today. Um, Summer being gone by in season for me because I'm working full time, which is nice. So I usually be able to pick up about one gun every 2 weeks. If I want to get, something in the $1,000 range, usually have to wait about a month. But today I picked up this, it's a Nazi gun. It's a CZ Duo war issue. Well, not issue. They were not actually issued. What this is a little 25 ACP 6-shot magazine fed semi-automatic pocket pistol. Now these are more scarce in the United States than Lugers. Because the majority of the Lugers that were brought back as war bringbacks, war trophies. This little guy here was these were not issued by the German army. These were made in Czechoslovakia during the occupation for German officers who the Wehrmacht and the Luftwaffe supplied these, but it was up to the officer to purchase it with their own funds, meaning that obviously they probably got a discount on it. But you can look up on the internet and you'll be able to read some articles about these. They made a holster for it and everything else. It was something, like if an officer was going, to dinner or something that they would carry. Very tiny little handgun. I like it. The bluing on it's about 50%. All the parts in it are excellent. It's hardly ever been fired. The barrel's immaculate. You got no pitting in the barrel at all. It's, got a little groove in the top for sighting. I mean, you're only going to be able to shoot 15 meters with this thing accurately, but at least it has the little groove in the top. Compared to some other pocket pistols I've seen that don't even have that of the same period or earlier. This was manufactured in 1943. It's got standard black Bakelite grips of the period, and one thing that really made me happy about this gun is that when I saw it in the gun shop, it was only $200, and the Bakelite grips on it were not cracked, chipped, or anything. And this is a black Bakelite. This isn't your typical your Russian Bakelite that you see. This is a more finer material that this is made out of. And unfortunately, they're brittle, So that's why when you see a lot of older handguns with black grips, they're usually cracked or pieces of them are chipped off. The gun was obviously not fired, but as you can tell, it was definitely used as a pocket pistol, either mainly by the German who had it during the war, or by the guy who brought it back. And you can see here there's heavy, finish wear. Right down there, and on the other side there isn't, so that would hint that they had it in their pocket, and that's rubbing up against their leg. But this particular gun right here is something I think I'm going to leave alone. I'm not going to reblue this one or do anything to it. I was debating, hot bluing it to bring it back up, because there's no pitting on it or anything. There's nothing. I mean, the metal's immaculate. I mean, it's just the finish that's a little worn from pocket use. That's it. But I don't think I'm going to refinish this guy here because it is a collectible firearm, and even with a nice hot blue finish, if a collector, sees, hey, he reblued it with, new rebluing, it's actually worth less money, believe it or not. And I kind of like the look of it, It's kind of got like a little weathered war look to it. War with this thing. But they do take, like I said, a standard 6-round magazine. You'll see that with most, pocket pistols, the Baby Browning and the Colt 1908. Magazines for this thing are going to be impossible to find. Not confirmed yet, but I've heard that anybody out there who has a CZ Duo, I've heard that Baby Browning mags work, but don't take my word for it. They're only $25, so I'm just gonna buy one, and if it doesn't work, fuck it. I'll sell it somewhere. But if you're looking for a little unique gun that not anybody else is really gonna have around you, or there's not that many of them, this is it. I mean, this gun here I got for $200. The gun shop I usually, buy from, and I like the gun shop I go to because they pay, or they usually give me a little bit of a percentage off every time I buy from them because I buy so much from them. But overall, nice little handgun. I'm gonna do a range review on it eventually here. Hopefully she works fine. Everything seems like it'll work just fine. I don't think it's gonna have any problems. But yeah, I mean, like I said, these are a little bit more scarce than Lugers are, but they don't have the classic awesome look of a Luger. That's why, for $200, I could find this is. You go on the internet and you see them running for about $400, in between $300 to $400. So I think I got a pretty good deal on this one here. It's mechanically and visually, there's no rust on it. Like I said, the grips aren't cracked. So I think it was a really good buy, and I think I got more gun than I paid for. I could probably go back and sell it for $250 if I wanted to, $250, $300. But yeah, if you guys got any comments or questions, feel free to send me a message. If anybody else who owns these out there who has a comment or anything they want to say, let me know. If you guys want me to do a disassembly video, I will. It's disgustingly easy to take apart if you've ever taken apart a Frommer, Austro-Hungarian 7.65 or 32 pistol from World War II. That's another one with a heel release. It's bigger than this though. Mainly carried by Luftwaffe pilots. It takes apart similar to that. And then you just move the slide back here. Drop the mag out. Move this little switch here. This is a safety and a disconnect. Like, that's safe. You can't pull the trigger. And then you move it back and it clicks into that spot. A little latch there, and then you can rotate the barrel. This is a direct blowback. And then you just disconnect that and it slides right off. This is a direct blowback. There's no locking system on this at all. So that's leaving the tendency that it's obviously being at the barrel is like what, 5 centimeters, I think 3 centimeters of total rifling in the barrel. 3-4 centimeters. You're probably not going to have much accuracy out of this to begin with. Like I said, 10-15 meters. You might be able to hit a coffee can with it. But that's all it's really made for. Another really unique thing about this that I didn't know these had was this actually has a magazine disconnect, like a magazine safety is another term for that. Like when you cannot pull the trigger unless the magazine is in. Now, if you own a Ruger LC9, I just did a video on that magazine safety. Same thing. Same concept as this, which I think is kind of pointless. Any magazine safety doesn't seem like it has any practical purpose at all to me, but I don't know. Other than that, comments, questions, send me a message. Next video we'll be doing a video on that Remington 870 sawed-off shotgun I made. Spartan 765 out.